Okay, we're going to make a Airsoft RPG used to launch the Nerf Mini Vortex rockets. I use them a lot in our Airsoft field and have a lot of luck with them. The parts that I have here all come from Lowe's. Have some 3-inch PVC pipe, some 2-inch PVC pipe. The 3-inch comes in 2-foot lengths. I cut it down to 1 foot. The 2-inch you can buy in 2-foot lengths, so that came from the store that way. We have a sprinkler valve, 3/4 inch sprinkler valve. This I got from Lowe's as well. It cost about $13. Need to make sure you get one that has a flat top on. I'll go over on that as we go through the tape here. I have a 3-inch to 2-inch PVC converter. Have a 2-inch coupler. We'll see where that goes as we go through here. Have two, they call them bushings. It's a 3/4 inch tap national pipe thread bushing here. Fits inside the 2-inch pipe and lets us put our steel nipples on there to join the parts together. Again, two of those. Have the nipples here. This is the 3/4 inch national pipe thread steel nipple. It's threaded on both ends. It's used to join our parts together. When you buy it, it's going to look like that. That's how it comes in a package at Lowe's there. We have a threaded adapter here that we're going to use on our sprinkler valve to let us trigger the RPG as it fires. That will connect to our blowgun. Again, got this at Lowe's, about $5, not bad at all. It's what we're going to use to actually fire the RPG with. And I like to use a CO2 tank from paintball when I make my RPG. So I use a air hose adapter just like this. You can get it at Lowe's for about $3, and I'll show you how that works as we get there. Last thing we've got is a 3-inch cap. This goes on the end of the RPG. Real easy to attach, nothing to it. We'll go through that as well. Tools that you need: going to need a drill. I just use a Craftsman 14-4. Use this on all my aircraft work as well. Works real well. I also use a cordless screwdriver. You'll see where that comes in handy. You'll need a quarter NPT tap. This is probably the most expensive thing we've got here. It's about $16. If you have a friend that has one, you can borrow it. If not, you'll probably be out $16 to buy one. I bought it specifically for this project, and I've used it on 3 different ones now, so it's pretty much paid for itself. Need a wrench. Got a 1/2-inch wrench that we're going to use to turn the tap with. Sharpie marker to mark our locations on stuff. I like to use a step drill when I drill my holes. Just makes it easier, lets me get them just to the right size. And then a couple of different screwdriver bits is what we'll need. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the on converting our sprinkler valve here. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. Let me get this stuff out of the way. All this stuff's right out of the package. The only thing I've done in preparation is I've cut my 3/4 inch hose down to or 3/4 inch 3-inch pipe down to 1 foot. Solenoid. You can fire this electrically, but it really doesn't relieve much. Doesn't let the pressure out fast enough to let the RPG fire very fast. So I usually just take these and get rid of them. One other thing we will need to do is we're going to need to fill this hole right here with JB weld. I like to use this particular valve. They do come in 1-inch size. I've never tried a 1-inch one. I've always stuck with 3/4 inch. Had real good luck with them. But one of the things I like about these is this flat spot right here. This is where we're going to mount our trigger at. You can see that from the side. It's got this flat spot right here, and that's going to let us mount that trigger on there. So again, this part we're going to fill right here, and I usually take out this little black cap and I get rid of it, and I fill that hole with JB weld as well, and that's just going to keep it from leaking air and depleting our charge for us. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to take this valve apart. That's where the cordless screwdriver comes in real handy. We're going to take all these screws out and set them aside. Zoom in a little bit there. screws are stainless steel, so they're pretty tough. Just try not to take care not to strip out the heads on them. Okay, we got the screws out. Now, one of the things I have seen guys do is I have seen them take, if you look inside here, and I don't know how that's coming out in the video or not, but there's a small hole down in here that goes off at an angle, and I've seen guys drill that hole out a little bit and then mount their blowgun on this portion, and that seemed to work okay. I haven't seen one fire that way yet, and I have this will be the third one of these I've made, so it works the way I've been doing it, so I figure why change, huh? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pop the top off of this. Just pop it right off. Okay, inside here we have got a seal. If I can get it out. Sealed in there real well when you first get it. Got a spring, want to keep that spring as well. It just has a rubber seal inside. This is what is going to let us actually fire the RPG. Has a spring in there. See that? Little stud. We want to maintain that, keep that stud in there. Actually, that's going to have to come out to let us drill it out. So I'll have to get a pair of pliers and pull that out. We have the bottom portion of the valve. We've got a little seal in there that just sits in there. We're really not concerned with anything on this side. The way this valve works is, as the pressure comes in through this side, it builds up in here and pushes this diaphragm up. As long as the pressure is equal between the bottom side and the top side here, between this side and the top side, no air is allowed to go through. When we put that blowgun on the top here, what we're going to do is we're going to let the pressure out of that top side of this valve. It's going to let that diaphragm move up, and all of our pressure is going to go from here through the other side instantaneously, and that's why we're looking at using the blowgun to release the pressure.